Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, my lecturer, and my beloved friends. Good morning. First of all, thank you for having me here in this fine and joyful morning. I hope we are in the good health. Before I start, have you guys know me already? There is saying that if you don't know person, how can you love the person? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Amelia Kuniasari from Health Polytechnic of Yogyakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask question. Did you ever experience gingivitis disease? Because I'm going to say about gingivitis, or it also called gum inflammation. So, what is gingivitis? Gingivitis is common and mild form of gum disease. In this disease, gum become red, swollen, and bleed usually while provocation like toothing, bruising, or something even spontaneous dental or gum bleeding happens. It is important to take gingivitis seriously. Does everyone know why? Because gingivitis can lead to much more seriously gum disease called periodontitis. Gingivitis occurs mainly due to plaque accumulation and factors responsible for plaque formation and propagation are poor dental and oral hygiene. No, I don't like to talk about types of gingivitis. There is many types of it, but I'm going to talk the most common three types of gingivitis. The first is plaque-induced gingivitis. The cause of the tip is bacterial plaque, which acts to initiate the body host response. This in turn can lead to destruction of the gingival tissues, which may progress to destruction of the periodontal attachment apparatus. This inflammation can cause an enlargement of the gingival and subsequent formation. Early plaque in the head consists of the relative simple bacterial community dominated by gram-positive cocci and roots. This is based on the journal from Qasim University that I have read. The second is medication-influenced gingivitis. It refers to an abnormal growth of the gingival tissues secondary to use of systemic medication. The increased gingival set is due to increased amount of extracellular matrix, predominantly collagen. It is known that gingival collagen constantly undergoes physiology, remodeling, and the process must be tightly controlled to maintain constant volume of the gingival tissues. The third is systemic disease gingivitis. Other systemic diseases with gingival manifestation include leukemia and diabetes mellitus. Oral manifestations have been reported in patients with leukemia. Gingival infiltration is the initial present complication in 5% of acute monocytic leukemia cases. Also, patients with type 1 diabetes are at greater risk of developing gingivitis. Both children and adults with poor metabolic control show greater tendency toward more severe gingivitis. The association between diabetes and gingivitis in children and adolescents is so widely gingivitis. Apple is specific entity in the most recent classification of periodontal diseases. Adults with type 2 diabetes may show higher rates of gingival inflammation versus adults without diabetes. Now we will move on to how we can prevent gingivitis. So, gingivitis can be prevented through oral hygiene that include daily brushing and flossing. Hydrogen peroxide, salines, alcohol or color hygiene mouthwash may also be employed. Also, the use of isolation tips brushing may reduce the risk of gingivitis compared to manual brushing. Reduce plaque control program along with periodontal scaling and caroc also have proven to be helpful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very grateful for the audience's great attention to my speech. I am apologize if in my speech there I delivery of word the feeling inappropriate in the heart of the audience. I don't like to conclude today's presentation by summarizing the information. The gingivitis can have multiple origins and can the best manifestation of a wide range of systemic disease. Gingival tissue inflammation is one of the most common lesions, encouraged in of the most common lesions encouraged in the clinic setting. I am very grateful for the audience's great attention to my speech. I am apologize if in my speech there are delivered or words that feel inappropriate in the heart of the audience. I hope from this presentation all of you will remember the importance of preventing the gingivitis. Thanks for your keen attention. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.